Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am bringing you a few recommendations because the Sephora VIB sale is starting here in a few days. I will put the dates of the Sephora VIB sale on the screen for you here because I don't know them right now as I'm filming this video, but it is like 15% for VIB Rouge and VIB, and it's 10% off for everybody else. I'm not so impressed with those numbers. Like, I just don't think that's so great, Sephora, if you ever see this video, which you won't. Like, you can get 20% off of makeup so easily these days, you guys. Like Macy's had 15% off the other day, this VIP sale. Ulta sends me 20% off coupons on a regular basis because I'm platinum, and it does not cost nearly as much to be platinum as it does to be Sephora VIB Rouge. So I just feel like 20% off of makeup, and many times if you sign up for websites for like the, you know, Becca website or whatever website, they have sales all the time, 15 to 20% off all the time. So I have gone crazy at the Sephora VIB sales in the past, and I refuse to do that this spring. I'm not doing that. So I also don't want to go crazy on my recommendations. I want to make some recommendations of the things that I think are really fabulous, that I think are wonderful for spring, and things that are hard to get at places other than Sephora. Unless you go onto the websites where you can buy some of these products. So without any further ado, let's get started. The first thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about is obviously going to be the Soft Glam palette from Anastasia. This is a spring release. This is a beautiful palette. If you saw my favorites video, I don't know which one's going to go up first actually, so you may or may not see it. It is a beautiful neutral palette. It's got browns, some rose tone shades. It is just gorgeous for the spring. And the quality of these shades, these shadows, is so good. It's the same formula as the Modern Renaissance palette. I know that Anastasia had some products that, in between the Modern Renaissance and the Soft Glam palette, had some palettes that did not impress people. I did not buy any of those palettes, but apparently the formula was different. And so they went back to the Modern Renaissance formula for this palette, and it is fabulous and wonderful. And even if you have colors like this in your collection, the quality of the Anastasia shadows is so good, and they're all together in this palette, and I just think it's a wonderful palette. So if you have any interest in it, definitely go for it at the sale. The next thing that I wanted to recommend to you guys is the Hourglass ambient lighting powders. These are something that are exclusive to Sephora, unless you want to get them on the website. Maybe some other smaller websites have it, I don't know, but you can't get it at like Ulta. And I really, really like this powder. The one that I have is Diffuse Light. I think that if you want to set your makeup with it, it gives the most beautiful ethereal glow. Ethereal? I don't know what the word is. I might have to look that up later. But it just gives a really beautiful, natural glow to your skin. It's not stroby. It just makes you look healthy. And these are finely milled powders. They are beautiful to use, and I really, really, really enjoy them. And I think that they are worth buying, and certainly you want to get the 15% off, because if you've been thinking about one of these, because they're very expensive, they're pricey. They're like, the little mini ones are like $25, but the full-size ones are like in the $40 to $50 range. So I really enjoy these powders. Another thing that you definitely need for spring, if you have never tried it, is a Becca highlighter. Becca makes the most beautiful highlighters. My favorite right now is in the color Vanilla Quartz. I am not 100% sure if you can get this at Sephora. I got this on the Becca website because they were having a sale for like 20% off. And I love this color. It's like a goldish champagne-y color. It's not gold. It's like an iridescent-y champagne-y color, and you can see I've like been using it a lot. I've got a pretty good dent there in the middle. It's so pretty. And this is just an example of just generally the Becca highlighters, which are so beautiful. Moonstone is beautiful. Opal is beautiful. They have good highlighters for every single skin tone. If you are looking for an iridescent highlighter, they have iridescent. If you're looking for like shifty highlighters, they have shifty highlighters. So if you don't have a great summer or spring highlighter, check out the Becca highlighters. They are known for their highlighters. They are beautiful. They are buttery. They stick around the whole entire day, and I love them. The next thing I wanted to talk to you guys about, I mentioned in my March favorites, and that is the Dior Creme de Rose lip balm. This is such a luxurious lip balm, you guys. It's so beautiful. You can see I have loved it a lot, and it is so pretty. I put it on every single night before I go to bed, but it would also be very beautiful if you lined your lips and you just put this on your lips. It would give you such a beautiful, natural, rosy shine on your lips. It's really not tinted. I mean, it would be the lightest pink, but it smells like roses. I actually have it on, you can't even really tell. But it is so pretty and so it's just luxurious feeling. And it's about $32, but it does last a long time. And certainly if you are looking for a great lip balm, I can't recommend this enough. It's so, so nice. The next thing I wanted to bring up just very quickly is the IT Cosmetics Superhero Mascara. I love it. You can actually get this at Ulta, so I shouldn't be talking about it, but I'm gonna throw it in there anyway because it's such a great mascara. It lengthens, it volumizes. I just think it's the closest thing to false lashes that you can get without wearing false lashes. So love it. If you've never tried it, try it. The next thing I wanted to bring up was the Laura Mercier translucent powder. I'm totally making it up. So many of these products you can get at other places like Nordstrom and department stores. Why am I saying this? You just can't get a lot of these things at Ulta. So that is really the point that I wish to make here. So the Laura Mercier setting powder is such a wonderful powder. It does add a little bit of coverage, but it is beautiful. And if you set under your eyes, it helps your concealer from creasing. It's just a really nice loose powder. Like I said, it does add a little bit of coverage in my opinion. So if you're looking for a powder that adds less coverage, like for the spring and the summer months where you want to set your makeup, but you don't want to add any coverage and you don't want it to look too heavy, this NARS crystal powder is just a great, beautiful powder that will be very light and airy and not add much coverage to your face. So I really, really like that. The next item that is not, you will not find at Ulta, that you will find at Sephora, is the Kevyn Aucoin sculpting powder. I really feel like the sculpting powder is hands down the best sculpting powder there is. This is in the shade Light. If you are fair skinned, you will know that the many contouring powders that are on the market are just a little bit dark for super fair skin, and it's just foolproof. I feel like because it is so light, it is so easy to contour your face with. You cannot mess up, you cannot overdo it, you will not look ridiculous, and it's great for everyday use. So I contour my nose with it every single day. You see it is very well loved. This is my second pan of it, and it's just fabulous for light skin. I can't recommend it enough. So the Kevyn Aucoin sculpting powder in Light if you are fair, and if you have more medium to deeper skin tones, then go for the original Kevyn Aucoin sculpting powder. So good. Such a great formula. The next thing I wanted to share with you, because we are getting into summer months where it's going to be a little bit hot and we may experience a little bit more oiliness on our skin, is my favorite mattifying primer, and that is the Korres Pomegranate Primer. This primer is so good, you guys. Number one, it is dimethicone free. So if your skin is sensitive to dimethicone and it causes you to break out or just get like texture on your skin, this does not do that, but it does mattify your skin and it does last the whole day. So I love it for the summer months when in Texas it gets like super hot. Great, great primer. Another product I want to recommend, I also mentioned in my March favorites, and I'm about to go get the full size, is the Lancome Edultient 16-hour foundation. This foundation is absolutely beautiful. I have tried probably every foundation that Sephora has, from Too Faced to Laura Mercier to Bobbi Brown to Makeup Forever. I have tried every foundation. This foundation is invisible on your skin, and I am so excited about it because it is just, it's so good. It is so beautiful. I think this is the best foundation that I have tried in as long as I can remember. It's just so hard to find a foundation that is undetectable, and this is totally undetectable. So if you are looking for kind of a long wearing foundation that is buildable, you can sheer it out, but even when you build it up, it is still undetectable on the skin. Check it out. It was released about this time last year. It's not like a super new release, but I love it, and I needed to give it a shout out because this is a good opportunity to buy it because the bottle of it is around $50. Just love that foundation. The next thing I wanted to tell you guys about is the Tarte blush in the color Blushing Bride. This is one of my all-time favorite blush colors. These Amazonian clay blushes last for 12 hours on the skin. This color looks super bright in the pan, but it's not. I'm wearing it on my cheeks right now. It's so beautiful. It is just the most beautiful cool toned pink, but it's not too, it's like a mulberry color. And even with my fair complexion, it's my favorite blush. It is the most beautiful color, and I really think that this would suit from the fairest to medium skin tones. If you're super dark skin tone, this probably won't be dark enough for you, but definitely Tarte does have blushes that are appropriate for darker skin tones too. So check these blushes out, and if you are fair to medium, check out the shade Blushing Bride in particular. Okay, next I want to talk to you about you guys. I can't talk. I'm so excited. I'm racing through this video. I want to talk to you guys about the Viseart eyeshadow palettes. In my opinion, Viseart is the best eyeshadow out there. I love it. The one that I have to show you today, what I meant to show you was my Theory palette in Cashmere, but I accidentally grabbed my Petite Pro, which is another really nice palette. And it just depends on what your color preferences are. But this is the Petite Pro. My absolute favorite little palette of life is the Theory palette in the shade Cashmere. I actually am gonna repurchase it this year because I was cleaning nail polish off of my nails and I spilled nail polish remover on my palette. And after that, I just did not want to use it again because I was like, I can't imagine that putting nail polish remover anywhere near my eyes is going to turn out well for me. So I'm going to have to toss it and I'm going to buy a new one. I actually think I'm going to buy several of the Theory palettes at the Sephora sale this time. I think that's really all I'm going to buy. I'm going to buy another one in Cashmere. I'm going to buy the color in the purples, and I can't decide if I should buy the smoky one or the warm browns one. Tell me below what you think. Let me know which one I should get. But I love their little palettes, and I actually think that spending your money on the Theory palettes is more sensible. They're around $50, but with the sale, they'll be $45 or $40. I think they're $45, and with the sale, they'll be closer to $40. I think that is a more sensible way of spending your money than buying the big full-size palettes. I have the Cool Tone, the Cool Mattes full-size palette, and I love it. The quality is fabulous. But I just feel like it's all matte, and then I have one that's all shimmer. And I just feel like on a day when you're like rushing to get ready, it's so much easier to pull out the Theory palette, which has 3 mattes, 3 shimmers. The quality is unmatched in the makeup industry as far as I'm concerned. I like the Viseart shadows better than the Natasha Denona, and I have tried the Natasha Denona. The only eyeshadows I have not tried are the Marc Jacobs. I might actually pick up a Marc Jacobs palette at the sale, but I think they're better than the Natasha Denona, and they're better than any other shadow across the board that is for sale on the makeup market. They're the most blendable, beautiful colors. The shimmers are like gorgeous. If you use like 2 colors of shimmer, like one on the inner tear duct and one on the center of your lid, like by the end of the day, you still see that you use 2 separate colors because the formula of these eyeshadows is so outstanding. So I can't recommend the Theory palettes enough. And in fact, I would recommend them over getting one of the really expensive matte or shimmer palette. So matte or shimmer palette. So Viseart, guys, it's so great. Try it out if you have any interest. It's worth it. The last thing I wanted to give a shout out to, because it is the spring of the summer and I love, love, love wearing lip gloss in the spring and the summer, are the Huda Beauty lip glosses. I got a couple of these during the winter sale and I just think they are the formula is so nice, you guys. Some of them have frank glitter in them and some of them are more like pearly. Like this one is more of a pearly color. Let me swatch it for you. This is my favorite one. It's gorgeous. Check it out. They're so comfortable. They're not sticky at all. They're gorgeous. And the shade of this is Angelic. It's so pretty. And then another shade I have that's got some glitter is called Snobby. But I have tried like every glittery lip gloss formula out there, including like the Bite ones. I've just tried a lot. Check out some of my earlier videos if you want to hear about like the high-end glittery lip glosses. I'll try to link them actually in the description box for you below, but a lot of the glittery lip glosses leave this like glittery residue on your lips and it's gross, and the Huda Beauty ones do it the least of the high-end ones that I've tried. So I really, really enjoy them. This one has a little bit of glitter in it, but it will not be obnoxious, the amount of glitter that it leaves on your lips. This one's a little bit darker and it's called Shameless. I wore this a lot in the winter. It was just a really pretty darker. This is more of a winter color in my mind. And then lastly, a lip topper, which is in the shade Enchanting. It's so pretty. It's like an opalescent white and it's beautiful and it just looks good over any other lip color to add a little bit of iridescence. So I really like the Huda lip colors, guys. If you guys are looking for a great lip gloss, I recommend that you try that for sure. So I didn't want this video to be like 2 hours long. I didn't want to recommend everything under the sun. I was trying to recommend things that are maybe only available at Sephora. I know I recommended like 1 or 2 things that might be like, I think just the NARS powder that might be available and the Lancome foundation that might be available at Ulta, but I really wanted to recommend things that I love that are easier to get at Sephora. So, because then you can take advantage of the sale. So that is my 2 cents for the Sephora VIB sale. Happy shopping, you guys. Share with me down below what you were interested in getting. I definitely want to know what you guys are interested in getting in case I'm like missing something great. So let me know. If you are new to my channel, thank you so much for stopping by. If you like this video, please subscribe and give it a thumbs up to let me know that you like this kind of content. And I appreciate y'all taking time out of your day to watch this video, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.